So there was a question, can you clear up what you mean um, when you say, if I say I don't want it, that means I do want it?
If I say I don't, yes. Okay, so the universe works in a way where it doesn't understand words like I don't, I can't, I never. It just works in what's happening right now. Okay, so anything that is in contrast to now and happening, then you are basically creating a ripple. Okay, so whenever we say we want something from the universe, it's basically saying that you don't have it. So I want £100 means to the universe, you don't have £100. So the frequency of not having £100 is not having £100. So you don't have £100. So you can't have £100. So you have to come from a frequency of right now, what do I want? What do I want to have? But having it. So I have £100. So you don't have it physically, but the energy of having creates the frequency of having, which then the three-dimensional world catches up. So therefore, you have the £1,000. For example, these ladies show is telling you how they change their frequency. They put it out there that this is what they want, and then something just comes out of the blue. But it's not coming from a frequency of wanting. It's coming from a frequency of having or open to receive, to receiving. So you can't want something that you want. You know, you can't get what you want. You never get what you want. You get what you have. It's kind of crazy, but these are the concepts that we're going to be learning and putting energy to them in order to pull things in. And because this is what people are doing. I want, I want, I want. And you can't have what you want. It just doesn't work. It's just a frequency that you have to follow. Okay. And these are universal laws and principles that we're teaching and following. And like I said, the first one is mentalism. Everything is mind, right? There are others, polarity, rhythm, uh, oh gosh, they're slipping my head now. But when we follow these universal laws, then we get what we want. This is why people, the 2% of people who are actually reigning in the money, reigning in the freedom, reigning in the flexibility and the joy and all the time in the world to do whatever they want, they're living in a total different consciousness, which is following in alignment with these universal laws. You cannot get anything outside of the universal laws. It just doesn't happen. These are principles. There's not something I made up. It's something that this is how it is. And when you learn how these principles work, then your life just works easy. Okay. I hope that answered the question. Was who do you know who had that question?
That was
That
uh,
was me. That was
Denise. Hi, Denise.
Denise.
Was that clear?
Hello. Yes, ma'am, it was. I was trying to make sure I was gonna recite it to you the way I understood it. So you're saying like, okay, like you said with the pound. I don't have a pounds now. So it's basically like you're really practicing what it will feel like when you do have it. Is that what you're basically saying? Okay, gotcha.
Yes. And you're doing it in the present moment right now. It is
Yes,
happening
ma'am,
right now
gotcha.
because there's no past and there's no future. All we have is the present moment. The present
Yes,
moment is
ma'am.
constant, right? It never changes. We are the ones that have created time and made it a concept. So we're the one that's created the past and the future. So everything
Yes,
that we
ma'am.
want is happening right now. So if you want a pound, then it means you don't have a pound, right? And if you actually do want a pound, then you have to have a pound in order to get a
You're
pound.
accepting what you have now to grow into getting that pound.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Thanks for the question. Great question.
You're welcome.